Cree, aka Intellect and Heels, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am giving you this look. I am creating some content this morning and going to church, so I decided to do a good ready with me. Nothing, I get on my soapbox from time to time, but nothing super serious. I just wanted to, I was putting on my makeup and I was like, why not just talk to the girls while I'm putting on my makeup? So that's what I did. To all of my oldies but goodies, thank you for joining me again. And to all of my newbies, if you like fashions, beauty, faith, and lifestyle, then you will definitely enjoy this channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you never miss when I upload. I usually upload on Fridays at 8 a.m. Eastern time, so remember that, keep that in mind, and also like and comment and all that good stuff, because we are a community here. Anywho, let's get on with this get ready with me so y'all can see how I came up with this look. See you in a minute. Okay, loves, we're going to get started with this makeup look. I didn't really have anything to really talk about in general. I just kind of, if this get ready with me is kind of scattered, then that's what it's going to be. But we're just going to talk about whatever comes to my mind. So yes, let's get started. Okay, of course, as you know, I've done my eyebrows. So let me know if y'all want another eyebrow tutorial. I did one a while ago, but if you need an update, let me know. I will do that. Put it in the comments. I need y'all to talk to me. So yeah, go ahead and do that. And okay, let's get started on these eyes. I wanted my eyes to be super simple, so nothing extravagant. I think I'm going to get a very soft pink look. I don't know, I'm feeling pink right now. I'm feeling like this little feminine pink vibe, so we're going to go for a more soft pink look. So yeah, let's get this thing. Alrighty, I'm going to use this Desert Bouquet palette from Morphe on my eyes. I am loving this palette. It's just giving me life right now. Every time I get a new palette, I just go ham on it. But yeah, I'm loving this palette right now, especially for like the winter time, because the tones are so muted. So I love it. But yes, let's get started. Finding my brush, and then I'm going to just use this color Sun Hat, this color right here, just to go over my eyelid, just to create a base. So if I'm looking over here, as you know, I'm looking at my mirror, because for all the girls who know how to make up, who do their makeup in their phone, in their camera lens, that's just not me, honey. So yeah, but what do I want to talk about today? Yeah, so it's so important, y'all, that we check ourselves. Like, that is so important, because it's so easy to point a finger at other people and judge them and notice what they're doing and how they're doing it, or notice something about that person that you generally feels like needs to change, or part of that person that you feel needs to grow. And you may be right. It's not that you're wrong about it, but it's so important to examine yourself and see why that thing is sticking out to you, and see why you feel that certain way. Because I'm not much of a complainer. Like, I don't like to complain, because I feel like there's nothing to complain about, really. And not to say that there's nothing to complain about, but I tend to try to be more grateful than to complain about certain elements of my life, especially things that I cannot control. I try not to really complain a whole lot about that. And so when I hear complaining, it kind of is like super annoying to me. It's like one of my pet peeves for people to get around me and complain a lot, because I just don't like that type of energy at all. And so, but then there was something in my life that I found myself being a baby about and complaining about, and I was like, hold up, you have everything to say about somebody else complaining, but now you're finding yourself in that same position. And I was being very just ungrateful, and I needed to check myself. And so that's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna use this this really light pink right here. It's called Phoenix Flora. So boop boop right there. And these Morphe palettes are so not that expensive. So if you're looking for palettes and stuff like that, and you want to just duplicate this look or something, you will not be breaking the bank. Okay, girl? So let me just pack that on right here. But yeah, just make sure that we're self-aware and that we're checking our blind spots, because, or it also helps you to have a little bit of grace for other people, because sometimes we tend to have a lot more grace for ourselves than we have for other people. And so yeah, it's like I'm annoyed at somebody else for doing something that I found myself doing. And I had to check myself, and I had to be like, Cree, why are you complaining about this? Why are you, instead of complaining, why are you not making the most of it? Because a lot of things that we find ourselves complaining about are not things that are actually that bad. It's just that it's something not going our way, and we want it to go the way we think it should go. And so we start complaining about it, complaining to basically to God about why this thing is not going our way, or why this thing or life situation doesn't look the way we want it to look. And so I had to check myself and get myself together. But it's like, it's so easy to point at somebody else and see what they're doing that is not the greatest, but then fail to see that within ourselves. And so that's why it's so important to do the work, to do the internal work, to continue to pray, because we shouldn't just be praying about what am I going to get. We should be praying about being better people and growing and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to use this rich clay in the corner just to give my eyes some depth. And yeah, but yeah, it's like we shouldn't only be praying about what can I get or what this other person is doing to me, but we should also be praying about how we can grow and become better people. And I think sometimes we forget that in our prayer life, we forget about those things that we need to work on, or, develop within ourselves. And so just don't forget to, in my prayer life, I always ask, God to, I always ask God to check me, like to correct me. Because you can think you're right, and you could be right. You could be right. Complaining is not the best. Complaining is very negative, and it puts you in a very negative headspace. But if you can only see that in other people and can't see that in yourself, and that's an issue. And also, I like to, every time I see something in somebody that I don't particularly care for, I tend to check out my life and be like, okay, I don't like what this person is doing. Am I exhibiting that behavior? Am I doing that thing that I'm talking about them about, but I'm not? Am I doing it? Is that a reflection of me? So yes, it's very important that we, check ourselves a little bit and make sure that what we are seeing in other people, that we're making sure that, we're not exhibiting those negative behaviors that we like to call out other people for. Like, am I the toxic person? Am I the toxic friend? Am I being, toxic to myself? Because sometimes we are the toxic person in our own lives, and we don't want to admit that we're the ones that are being, toxic. So yeah, I'm just blending that in so there are no harsh lines. And yeah, I don't know if you guys can really see that because the lighting here is weird, but yeah, just really soft pink little look. And you'll be able to see it more once I get the whole face done. But grr. Okay, So that's it for the eyes. Told y'all it was gonna be super simple and super fast. The reason why I'm putting on this makeup this morning anyway is because I have to create some content, and I also have to go to church. And usually this is the only time, usually on the weekend, that I get to put on makeup and play on my face. So I always get excited because this is the time that I get to do this. And I don't get to, first of all, I don't really want to wear makeup every day, but this is the time that I get to, you know, put on my full little face. So that's what I'm doing. And this is, of course, the Milk Hydro Primer. I love it. It is my fave right now. It is that girl right now. And of course, I washed my face and did all of the things, put on my, put on all the good things for my face. Put on my sunscreen, all of that, to make sure my face is thoroughly prepped, because I'm going to have this makeup on all day long, y'all, all day long. So yeah, I'm trying to make sure that get all of this good stuff. And if you're wondering what some of my newer beauty products are, then go check out my, not the video that I just posted last week, but the week before. I have an update on my beauty products, so if you want that update, go ahead and check that video out. But you got to finish watching this one first. Anywho, yeah, so that's one of the things, that one of those really like moments of clarity that I had this week. And when you get silent, God will give you those moments of clarity. And one of the things that God was just like ringing in my heart this week anyway was like, be still and know that I'm God. Like, be still and let me be God in your life, and let me do the guiding and directing and correcting. And so sometimes though, that means just being quiet and listening and letting him point things out to you, letting the Holy Spirit point things out to you and point you in the right direction. So yeah, I needed that little, I was like, yeah, Lord, that was a little punch in the gut, that it was me. And being willing to admit when you were wrong and admit that, hey, that was on me, is a sign of growth, especially in me. So I'm going to use this this foundation stick from NARS. I haven't used it in a while. It's Bienchen, that's the color. So we're gonna see how this works out. Let me see if I like it. Yeah, it's doing okay. So yeah, so let me put on this foundation, and I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, we're back, and I have put on all of the things. I have put on my foundation, and I have put on my concealer. I'm also going to put a little bit of this light after I blend the concealer that I have on out. I'm going to put a little bit of a lighter one in the corners just to lighten that out a little bit more. But the concealer that I use, as you guys know, is the Sephora cream caramel. I think that's what it is, a creme, something like that. And I don't know where I just put it, but it's missing in action right now. So yes, that's the concealer that I am using. And so yes, let's blend this thing on out. Let's blend it on out, girl. I don't know what, it's like I'm sitting right here in the same spot, and I find myself losing things, and I don't know why, because I have not moved, y'all. And I can't find the sponge that I just, oh, here it goes. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, things start being missing in action. I don't know. Anyway, just wanted to also ask you guys, how have you been doing on your New Year journey? The New Year takes so long, y'all. The first month, January is literally like the whole year. Because after January, everything starts like speeding up, and then summertime is like a blur, and then by the time you look up, it's like Christmas time. But yeah, January takes forever to move. I'd be like, it's still January, but I think that's a good thing, because when you're trying to, you know, I think it's more so because a lot of times in January we're trying to change behaviors and create habits and things like that, so it could feel like a very long time. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good, especially on my health journey. I've been fasting. I haven't been eating any meats or sweets or anything like that, and just been doing like fruits and vegetables. I'm on this program, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit later once I get through it and I kind of see what the results are looking like. Then I'll talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, I'm on this program and it's really going well. I will say that it's not always the easiest because I want to eat what I want to eat. I'm kind of like a foodie and I like to eat. I'm not much of more of a beef or pork eater, so I don't really have that problem, but I like food. And and a lot of times I'll limit what I eat anyway. It's not a big deal, but when you tell me I can't eat something, that's when psychologically it gets tough for me. So that's the hard part. Like some days are easier than others. Weekends are harder because I be wanting to like snack, and I can't snack the way I usually do because snacks aren't like, you don't really have, like, I can snack and eat fruits and vegetables, but sometimes if that's all you're eating all day, you don't want to snack on it either. Like if all I can eat is an apple, I don't want an apple as a snack. But yeah, that's what's been going on, but it's been going pretty well. I am about 2 weeks into like the program, and I am ready to be 2 weeks out. I will be honest, like I said, it's just psychologically tough. It's not really tough on my body, like I feel fine. It's more like in the brain, like having to do this regimented thing, especially when it comes to eating. But my health is so important, and your health should be so important that you're willing to make the sacrifice and do what needs to be done to get it done. Like we're so willing to sacrifice for all these other things, our careers, this or that, because we'll even sacrifice our health for our careers, and we'll make all of these sacrifices and then end up sick. But this time I'm reversing that, and I'm doing what I need to do and making the necessary sacrifices. Like, okay, I can't eat what I want to eat for this limited amount of time so that I can get well. I'm gonna do that thing. I'm gonna do what I have to do so I can get well. Okay. And so I think that's so important, because if we think of it that way, then I think it's easier to do it than just making it feel like this big old chore. But I'm like, I'm willing to sacrifice for all these other things. I am going to be willing to sacrifice for my health as well, because my health is, I can't do anything else if I'm not healthy. I can't do anything else if I'm not in the right place mentally or in the right place in my body. Like I'm going to do all of these things and go all of these places in my life and in my career if I'm sick, and especially if I'm not here anymore. Okay. So yeah, so I'm really, like I said, the first quarter for me, like I said in my Cree talk, the first quarter for me is really about focusing on my health, and I have been doing just that. And I'm really grateful because over time I had already started like taking things out of my diet anyway, so this is like a full just evolution and progression of what I've been already doing. So that's what I would suggest to anybody. Like instead of trying to like go cold turkey or just be like, I'm just going to be this, or I'm just going to be plant-based, I'm just going to be doing this or that, because I am looking into stuff like that. Like I'm looking at YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff on like the plant-based lifestyle. I'm talking to myself, I'm like, is this really realistic for you, girl? Do you think you can really actually do this? And it's, for me, it's really just one step at a time, like just taking one little thing out of my diet at a time, not trying to do this whole like transformation overnight, because it's not gonna work. If your body is used to having something, you're going to want that thing. I don't care what your brain say, I don't care what you aspire to be eventually, your body is going to crave things. And so it's just like just taking it one step at a time is so important. That's what's so important to me, is just really taking it one step at a time. And I've been doing that over the years. Like, I don't buy sweets. I don't keep them in my house at all, because if I keep them in the house, I'm going to get tempted. So I don't buy things that are going to tempt me. And I slowly but surely, once your taste bud changes and your palate changes, you start not even wanting that stuff anymore, and it's not a big deal. And so then once you get that down, then you go to the next step, and you go to the next thing, and you start thinking, okay, how can I do this or make this better? And I've always enjoyed a good salad. Like, I'm a salad girl. I've always enjoyed a good salad and things like that. So that was pretty easy for me. I enjoy vegetables and greens and stuff like that, and fruit. So, but if you don't, then just take it a little bit at a time. Don't try to just force yourself to just go cold turkey on everything, because it's not going to work. And you're probably going to end up binging or doing something like that is just not helpful, and you'll probably end up failing over and over again, which is not helpful. So when you do it a little bit at a time, you get small successes that build up to the larger success of wherever you're trying to get to regarding your health and regarding the things that you eat. And like I said, I just have to be very careful, because I have a family history of diabetes. So I have to be very careful about what I eat, especially as I get older. That's super important. And my doctor is also partnering with me as well, and trying to make sure that I'm doing the right things and moving and eating the right things. So it's just important all the way around. So that is going well for me in the new year. It's not easy, but it's going well. And so, yeah, so just let me know, like, what are your goals? Are you doing well in the goals? Have you fallen? If you fallen, you need to get back up, girl, and get back on the bandwagon and do your thing. But yeah. And what else is coming up? The Super Bowl. Are we excited about the Super Bowl? I don't know who's gonna be in the Super Bowl. I always watch football up until the playoffs, and then I get lost, and I'll be like, who doing what? What's going on? What's happening? Who's in the Super Bowl? Unless it was like my team or something, but I really don't have a NFL team. I really don't. So, but we shall see. Who goes to the Super Bowl and all of that good stuff. And all I'm there for is the Rihannas. I'm just there for the Rihanna, okay? The Rihanna, because I just want to see. I know she gonna put on the show. I know she gonna be Rihanna. And she is going to put on the show. This is the bronzer that I'm using. I don't know why I'm using this brush, but I just felt like it, y'all. But yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the Rihanna do her thing at the Super Bowl. I've been listening to her music lately. And let me know what music you've been listening to lately. I've been listening to Rihanna for some odd reason. Maybe because it's coming up and I don't know, she's been around a lot more. And so I'm starting to listen to her songs and her albums a lot more of late. So yeah, I'm excited. I do want another album, but if all we get is this Super Bowl for right now, I'm happy with that, because that's fun and exciting and something to look forward to. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And what else can I talk to you guys about? What good things are you guys watching on television? I found this new show. Let me see what the name of this show is, girl. I'm gonna tell y'all about this show I've been watching. It's on, I watch it on Hulu. It comes on network TV, but I found it on Hulu. And I like it, because I don't like too much dramatic stuff. Y'all know I'm still watching Abbott Elementary. I watch Call Me Kat, which I think is cute, but I love Abbott Elementary. Like, Abbott is my fave, okay? What's the name of this show? I don't know why I be tripping and trying to not show me what I be watching. I can't believe this, y'all. It's not showing me what I watch. But I've also been watching the 1619 Project, which I think is beautiful. I'm on episode 2. I haven't watched much into it, but I'm going to finish it because I also listened to the podcast and I absolutely loved it. Y'all know, of course, I'm still watching my Golden Girls as I go to sleep. And it was a new, it's like a new like detective police kind of show, and it's based in Atlanta, and he's like dyslexic, and he like figures out all of these crimes. It's I like the show. I don't know, it's something new, and I really actually enjoy it. I'll put it in the description box if I find it in time before this goes live. But yeah, I love that show. And also, y'all know what I've been watching? Everybody Hates Chris. I don't know, I didn't really get into it when it was actually on TV. Didn't get into it a lot. Wasn't one of my faves. But then I was getting my hair braided and she had it on, and I was like, this show is really cute. Because y'all know I like sitcoms and stuff like that, but it is so cute and so funny. And y'all know that he is the same person that plays on Abbott Elementary, and he's been in the news a lot. I'm using my same eyeliner that I always use, Superfly from MAC, so that's what I'm using here. And yeah, so he's the same person from, and he was so cute, and the show is so cute and funny. It's something that I can watch while I'm doing other things, and it just keeps me laughing, and it's super cute. So I'm like, oh, I'm getting into this show. It's super cute. Yeah, it is an adorable show, and I thoroughly enjoy watching it. So it keeps me entertained, especially toward the end of my day when I'm working and I need a little pick-me-up. I'll watch it on Hulu and give myself a little pick-me-up. But yeah, if you're looking for something to watch, something cute and funny, nothing like too serious, then I would suggest watching it, because it's super cute and I like it. And I like sitcoms, so I like it. You know, my faves are Golden Girls, Sister Sister. Those are my favorite. Those are the ones that I can like watch 5 million times and never get tired of them. And A Different World, I can watch that forever too. But yeah, so Everybody Hates Chris is like, it's not a new sitcom, but it's a newfound love for me. So yeah, that's what I am watching on television. That's what I'm basically listening to. I don't know a whole lot of like new artists or anything like that. I don't know a lot of new artists. I don't know. A whole lot of new people. Sorry, y'all. I have to get like all deep, make like all these funky faces in order to get these bottom lashes done. Oh, and as far as podcasts, I've been listening to let me get my podcast together, Ratchet and Respectable. I love Demetria. I love her commentary on life, on everything. We don't always agree, but that's the thing. You can listen to things and not always agree, but respect the other person's perspective. I love her. She is super cool. I've been listening to 30 Minutes with the Perrys. It's a Christian podcast, and they just talk about different things. It's a husband and wife, and they just talk about different things. And then Trials and Triumphs by Ashley Blaine Featherson. She's an actress, and she just has different people on, and she kind of interviews them and things like that. And what else am I listening to that is pretty much new for the year? I've been listening to The Run Through with Vogue, because y'all know I'm a Vogue girl, so I've been listening to that new podcast. And there's also another one. What's the other one that I don't know if I've ever told y'all that I listen to Even the Rich. They like, I think I have before, but they talk about like, they do like a mini series on like the wealthy, famous people and all of that, and like tell you the history of their lives and stuff like that. They go deep. It is so entertaining and so good. So I'll listen to that from time to time. They've had it on Will, Mariah Carey, all sorts of people. It is truly entertaining, and I really enjoy it. So, okay, y'all, we're finishing up this look because I need to get myself together so that I can take Peanut outside. He's being so patient over there in the corner. But he's not a morning dog at all, so I don't think he really cares. As long as he's somewhere near me, he's fine. But yeah, let's finish this look up, y'all, so we can get this day started. Okay, and let me, oh, I almost forgot that I need some blush on and blend all of this in. So let's blend all of it in. Y'all know I got my Becca. That no longer exists anymore. Kind of sucks, but after I finish this, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have to find me a new powder. But that's okay. We'll find a new one. We'll get it together and find a new one. But if you've seen me do this, if you've seen me do this 100 times, so it ain't nothing. Nothing new. Put on my blush and put on all the other things, and y'all, I'll be right back. I'm just going to finish everything up and come back to show y'all the final look. And yeah, and then we're going to go make this content. Okay, ladies, this is, or ladies and gentlemen, whoever is watching this. I don't even know why I said that, but yes, this is the finished look. Of course, my hair is in braids, so not much to be done to the hair, but yes, this is the finished look. I use this and these on my lips. I like this better by itself. I should have just kept it by itself, but hey, did what we had to do. And then this is the lip gloss that I was using, Pout Bomb Revolution. Sorry, had it all out the frame, but yeah, I got this from Target. And yeah, this is the final look. Really soft, pinky, cute little look. I put some pink blush on, and yeah. So thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun watching me ramble and put on my makeup. I just thought I felt like talking to y'all while I put on my makeup, so that's what I did. Anywho, I am wishing all of you a beautiful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this, and check you guys next time. Light, love, and blessings. Peace out.